Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad. Afzal salawatika bi'adadi ma'lumatika wa barik wa sallim wa salli alayhi. Ayah number 130. Ya ma'shar al-jinni wal-insi, O you the assembly of jinn and mankind. Alam yatikum rusulun minkum, did not there come to you messengers from amongst you, yaqussuna alaykum ayati, reciting unto you my verses. وَيُنْذِرُونَكُمْ and warning you لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ هَذَا, of the meeting of this day of yours. So that is address of Allah on the day of judgment. It started from 128, وَيَوْمَ يَحْشُرُهُمْ جَمِيعًا. Ya ma'shar al-jinni, or the assembly of jinn and human. Alam yatikum rusulun minkum, has not there come to you rusulun, the messengers, minkum, from amongst you. Yaqussuna alaykum ayati, reciting unto you my verses. وَيُنْذِرُونَكُمْ and warning you liqa'a yawmikum hadha, the meeting of yours this day. قالوا شهدنا على أنفسنا, they will say شهدنا على أنفسنا, we bear witness against ourselves, means we admit or we confess, because they are in court. So one is admission in front of someone or anywhere, the second one is confession, that is in court. قالوا شهدنا على أنفسنا وغرتهم الحياة الدنيا the life of this world has deceived them. وَشَهِدُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ and they will bear witness against themselves. أَنَّهُمْ كَانُوا كَافِرِينَ, that they were disbelievers. So in court, when somebody confessed that he is the criminal, he has committed the crimes. So what's the result? What is the result? Punishment. ذَلِكَ أَن لَّمْ يَكُن رَّبُّكَ مُهْلِكَ الْقُرَىٰ بِظُلْمٍ. Zalika, this is because lam yakun rabbuka mawlikal qura, that your Lord lam yakuni was not mawlikal qura, to destroy the population of towns, bizulmin, unjustly, wa aluha ghafilun, while their people were unaware of the same result. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them warning, one after the other. Now that is up to them. They notice it, they perceive it, or they do not. If they noticed it and they corrected themselves, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes, He protected them. If they do not, so they are proceeding one by one by one by one. There is a point when they approach the final point, that is the end of the story. Got it? وَلِكُلٍّ دَرَجَاتٌ مِّمَّا عَمِلُوا وَلِكُلٍّ دَرَجَاتٌ. Now I was writing, that's why I became late. Because when I study, so some points are coming into my mind and then I write it. Yes. So I was writing there that before a big wind, a storm type thing. Yes, the air, yes, they get stopped for some while. Yes, then the wind comes. The big wind comes. Why?
The air gets stopped.
The air gets stopped. Got it? When the air got stopped, so it means that in the area there is less oxygen. In the area, there is less oxygen. Now, Allah is that Kareem and Rahim, that all of a sudden, He sends a big bunch of oxygen with that big wind. So, when suffocation type situation happened, then the big winds come. It destroys a lot of things, but still, life is coming with that. Got it? Before tsunami, the ocean, yes, it pulls its waves from the shore. Got it? And then the tsunamis. When in a state, suffocation like that happened because of the wrong systems or the wrong shape of the leadership. The wrong shape of the, so that is a type of suffocation. That's right, suffocation. So after that suffocation, yes, some tsunami comes or some winds come. That's a natural law. That's it. That tsunami and suffocation destroy a lot of things but bring something good as well. Got it?
Yes.
Who got saved? They will be in good shape.
Yeah.
Now you got it?
Yes.
Or not?
Got it.
And when Allah brings that, yes, when there is elite class, they are enjoying their life, they are not thinking not the creature of Allah, nor the creator. They are not thinking neither of the creator nor of the creature. They enjoy their own life. Yes, it causes suffocation. It causes suffocation in what? Yes, in social field, in economical field, in political field. So there are three basic fields. How many basic fields for humans are? Three. Number one, social. Number two, economical. Number three, political. When the elite class, they get hold of everything. They grab everything. And the general creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are deprived of their basic needs even. So suffocation happens in all these three fields. And when the suffocation happens, got it? So that is just like the air stopped. The air stopped, the wind will come. Or that is just like the ocean, it pulled its waves back. Now it will come all of a sudden with full power and force. You liked it or you didn't? This is what a matter? Philosophy. Yes, so I was writing in the same article that who is a philosopher? Number one, who thinks? Number two, who speaks in an organized way. Number three, he proves a saying with arguments. Professor, is it so?
True, but there's a deficiency involved here.
Huh?
There is a deficiency involved in terms of the logic that he arrives at, even though it's logically sound, it may be incorrect.
Yes, that is something else. In every field there will be people who will be incorrect. Yes, that will be proven later on. But that is also a good thing, but not in philosopher. With the philosopher, they go to the practical field. Yes, not in the philosophy. Then they go to the practical field and they become scientists. Yes, so a good thing in scientist is that he is not telling lies. A scientist can never be a liar, and a liar can never be a scientist, because he will claim a thing that is not practical. How you will prove it? So that's why when he is trying to invent a thing, to research, whatever the result of his experience is, he discloses that. Professor, he does or does not? Because if he will not disclose it, he will lose his credibility as a scientist. If he will disclose it, so he will get his credibility, that he is a credible person. People will rely on him in the field of science. Got it?
Yeah.
You have to disclose whatever you are. Yes? If you will disclose yourself, you will not lose your credibility. The bad thing is that you are something, but you are not disclosing yourself that you are something. Yes? You are disclosing you are a big thing. No, you are something. There is a big difference between something and big thing. Yes? Instead of big, we will say great thing. Yes? There is a big difference between something
Great.
and a great thing. Yes, now we don't know that Najam is something or he is a great thing. What do you think? Yes? Just retaliate what I told you that he was talking about you.
He said,
Mr. Ahmad is your father, so don't say anything about him. Yes. But about Najam, you can say it.
it'll be proven later.
Okay. Ya ma'ashar al-jinni wal-insi, O the assembly of jinns and mankind, Alam yadikum rusulum minkum, has not there come to you rusulum, the messengers minkum. Last night we were referring to that we call it taghleeb. We call it what? Taghleeb. Taghleeb mean that two groups are addressed by Allah, the jinn and the human. Yes? Now taghleeb is keeping in view one of them and you are addressing for the specific thing. So specific thing is messengers from amongst you came here. From amongst you both, in a sense that they were from the humans. They were from the human. Last night I told you, yes, that in all the creatures, look, these are the grades. These are what? The grades, the jamadat, the non-living entities. The nabatat, the living entities, but not the moving entities like trees and plants. It has life. Trees have life or not?
Yes.
Yes. Plants?
Yes.
Say?
Yes.
It has life, but they cannot move. Yes. So then, the living, moving entities, the animals in general. Look, from Jamadat, upgraded position is that of Nabatat, plant and trees. From Nabatat, upgraded position is that of the animals. Amongst the animals, the highly upgraded position is that of human. Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, in human, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala selects, yes, a specific tribe. Then from that specific tribe, he chooses a selected man to be his messenger. Even from amongst the human, he selected the men. He selected what?
Men.
The men. So this is a case of priority of men on women. That is not the case. The case is that of the exposure. That men have a wide exposure, yes, rather than women, or better than woman, because woman is not allowed to have a lot of exposure. Restrictions are there, yes or not?
Yes.
But men, they have exposure. So Allah sent the messengers from whom?
Yes.
From men. Got it?
Yes.
Number one. Number two, why Allah sent messengers from men? Because a messenger has to face the hardships and the difficulties. So this is also a mercy of Allah not to put a woman to difficulties based on her duties. Based on her
Duties.
Because conveying the message is the utmost type of jihad. Yes, and for jihad, yes, that is not incumbent upon woman. Jihad is not incumbent upon woman. That's a mercy of Allah towards them. Then from men, he chose the elevated tribes or the highly respected tribes. And from highly respected tribes, he chose the highly respected man. Yes, so Ibrahim in his time, he was the highly respected man. Every messenger in his time, he was the highly respected man as far as his character was concerned. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that's why he presented himself before his first message to be given to the people, that how did you find me? What do you think about me? Yes, and that is very difficult. Yes, to put yourself to accountability to the general public. Anybody can say anything. Yeah, you cannot zip the mouth of people. But if something is that much clear that everybody will be having a reservation, if I will say something, people will jump on you. Are you crazy? You say such a thing about such a man? You know what I'm saying? So that is the utmost, highest noble character. So all of them said, Ma'udillah, you are known for truthfulness. And as I told you last night, that if somebody is a truthful guy, trust in him. That he will never cheat you. Because he is not telling lies. Cheating is based upon what? Lies. Corruption is based upon what? Lies. All bad things are based, the foundation is what?
Lies.
The lies. So when they told him that you are the utmost truthful man. So truthful man, now the trustworthiness, that is actually the output of truthfulness. When somebody is truthful, for sure he is trustworthy. Yes or not?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why we said that Najm is trustworthy. Why? I am giving you space and you are not using it.
He's a truthful man. He doesn't know how to take advantage of it.
Najm,
You open the
still
door.
Miss Lavmani is very kind and nice to us. Huh? You don't believe in his friendship?
Yes,
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Defenseless.
Ya ma'ashar al-jinni, O the assembly of jinn wal insi and mankind, alam yatikum rusulun minkum, as there might come to you rusul, the messengers minkum from amongst you, yaqussuna alaykum ayati. Ya subhanallah, what a situation that will be when Allah will be addressing us on the day of judgment. Yes? Got it?
Yes.
To provide a space for admissibility. To provide us a what? Space for admissibility, that you have to admit that you have done wrong. Yes, there is no shortcoming from Allah's side. He made everything crystal clear to you through His messengers. So that's why He is asking. Alam yatikum rusulun minkum, as there not come to you the messengers from amongst you, yaqussuna alaykum ayati, reciting to you ayati, my verses, وَيُنْزِرُونَكُمْ لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ, and another meaning, يَقُصُّونَ عَلَيْكُمْ آيَاتِي, narrating to you my stories, what happened in the past. Narrating to you the story, what happened in the past, to the people who believed and to those who rejected. وَيُنْذِرُونَكُمْ لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ هَذَا, and warning you of your meeting of this day. قالوا, they will say, شَهِدْنَا عَلَى أَنفُسِنَا, we confess on ourselves. وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا. So now this is the remarks or the comments of Allah. Why they did not believe? Why?
Yeah.
Now they admit. So in that word, why they did not believe? So Allah says, وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا, the life of this world has deceived them. All of us, we got deceived by the ping pong of this. Yes. By the ping pong of this world. Got it?
Yes.
وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا. Yes. What is this word? Yes. Colors and sounds. Yes, that ping pong. Huh? وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا وَشَهِدُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ, and they admit on themselves أَنَّهُمْ كَانُوا كَافِرِينَ, that they were disbelievers. So now the result is very much known. That is a court. Confession of a criminal in a court of law. The result is The punishment. ذَلِكَ أَلَّمْ يَكُنْ رَبُّكَ مُهْلِكَ الْقُرَى بِظُلْمٍ. This is because your Lord would not destroy the towns for their wrongdoing. بِظُلْمٍ, unjustly. وَأَهْلُهَا غَافِلُونَ, while their people were unaware of what they had done. وَلِكُلٍّ دَرَجَاتٌ مِّمَّا عَمِلُوا, and for all of them darajatun, there are degrees. مِّمَّا عَمِلُوا, according to what they have done. So on the day of judgment, for good doers, there are degrees in Jannah. Yes? Some of them, they will be living in valleys, some in Kenyan countries, and others will be in Hollywood, and some, yes. Yeah, I'm giving you example only of degrees. Got it?
Yes.
Yes, this ranking of mine, don't take it serious, because I don't know much more about that, and I just don't care even. I don't care even. Yes, because for our living, a house is needed wherever that is. As long as our stomach is full and our life is safe. Yes. But these are two things. Stomach is full
and life is safe.
And life is safe. That is needed. What else? Yes, 100 rooms in house. How many pieces every night you are getting to and you are sleeping there in? You are sleeping in one bed in one room anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, psychologically you will be feeling good. But practically, yes. You and the other guy who has 2 rooms and he is sleeping there in. Practically you are doing the same thing. Hassan? Yes or not? And that's why Imam Tirmidhi narrated a hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Man asbaha aminan fi sarabihi, mu'afan fi badanihi, indahu qutu yawmihi, fa'ala dunya al-afa. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, whosoever he woke up in the morning, aminan fi sarabihi, in a peaceful way, in the tunnel he is living therein. What is house? Say. Tunnel, yes, there is tunnel made of wood like ours. There is a tunnel, yes, being made inside in Tora Bora. Yes, and there is a tunnel, yes, like in Washington DC. And there is another tunnel, that is White House. And there is another tunnel, and that is called Ark. Yes? So all these are tunnels, nothing else. So Aminan fi sarabihi, ya subhanallah, Prophet ﷺ was a nice man. What a beautiful word he was using. You can apply the word tunnel to anything. Somebody is living there in a mud cave, that's a tunnel. In a stone cave, say, that's a tunnel. In a hut, that is a tunnel. In a house of 2 rooms, that is a tunnel. In a house of 10 rooms, that's a tunnel. That is situated in valley or in Beverly Hills. Still that is? Tunnel. Got it? That is here a common layman house, or that is White House. That is a tunnel. So Prophet ﷺ says, Man asbaha aminan fi sarabihi, mu'afan fi badanihi, is okay in his health. He is okay in his health. Indahu qutu yawmihi, for that day in which he woke up, he has the needs and necessity of that day. He has the needs and the necessities of that day. فَعَلَى الدُّنْيَا الْعَفَاء. Yeah, فَعَلَى الدُّنْيا. So the whole world, he should put dust on that. Why he is thinking about that? What a beautiful way. فَعَلَى الدُّنْيا الْعَفَاء. Just throw dirt on the remaining world. What you mean? Don't care of. Don't think of that. You know what I'm saying? If you would start thinking, like just look at me, that, oh, so how Mark Zuckerberg he got that much? Yes. He is thinking of this coin as well. He wants to start his own or to get involved in that one. Yes.
For any announcement, okay.
How come? He is very strictly following that. He wants to be our Mark Zuckerberg.
Because if he chooses one, it will go up and shoot up and down.
Look how smart he is. I never thought of that. Because I cannot think like that. Yes, that's my shortcoming. فعلى الدنيا العفا ولكل درجات مما عملوا. And for everyone there are degrees according to what they are doing or they have done. وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا يَعْمَلُونَ. And your Lord is not unaware of what people are doing. So every single and minute issue he is putting on record. So Allah says, I am not unaware of what every single person is doing, what every individual is doing. A day, in night, in assembly and group, are lonely. I am putting that on record, and he would be rewarded or he would get punished for. And there will be degrees of punishment and degrees of reward. Got it? Now, as I told you, that even though the Quranic ayat that is connected to the previous one or the latest one, yes, in the sequence. In the sequence. Not only word-wise, but meaning-wise. But what? Meaning. But still that is a source of law. So that's why from every single thing, even though Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is narrating a thing only, He is not giving us a rule. We are bound to deduce a rule therefrom. Because that is the word of God. That is the word of Allah. That is the word of the King of the universe. That is the word of that entity who is source of Allah. Who is the source of Allah? Allah. So now source of law, whatever he says, that's why people take it seriously, even though he is not serious. People take it seriously, even though if he is not serious. That's why they are thinking about every single sentence. Yes? And that's why the kings and the rulers, they do not speak too much. That is against the protocol to speak too much. Yeah? And tweet is too much against protocol. Professor, what do you think? Is it so or not?
Yes.
Because a ruler, he is a ruler. His every word means something. His every sentence means something. Got it? So that's why he must be very selective in his words. How should I use this word? Yes? So now, a common layman, if he will, yes, he is going to ask you to sit. Yes? And he will tell you, put your butts here. Yes? That is not something big. A common layman, common buzzword, their way of talking is like this. Yes? But a man of status, he will say, please. What he will say?
Please.
Please. Yes, in Arabic they say tafadhal. In Arabic they say tafadhal. In Persian they say bifarma. Agha bifarma.
Spanish guy, siéntate. Por favor.
Sorry?
Siéntate. That's right. Siéntate.
Huh? You are Spanish. Yes. You are our Imam in Spanish. Imam Abu Hanifa is Spanish.
They think about deleting his Twitter account.
So what?
Twitter
What they say?
Compromiso.
Compromiso. This is the proper word. Yeah. Yes, it sounds good. I don't know the meaning, but it sounds good. Yes.
That one was sit.
Huh? That one was said. Yeah, no. For ihtiram they say compromiso. Yes. Compromiso. Yes.
Common layman nade na. Common layman nade.
So, no, they cultured Spanish. وَلِكُلِّ دَرَجَاتٌ مِمَّا عَمِلُوا. Yes, Spanish is very cultural. Spanish is very cultural language. Very old cultural language. Yes, as I told you that in Pakistani TVs, there is one TV channel. It's the representative when they are here for advertisement and marketing. Yes, they are coming one by one for 20 seconds or 10 seconds. Yes. They show the country concern. Yes. So they say from the axis of power of the world, America. So the other one said from economical hub of the world, China. Yes. And for Spain, yes, for France, they say from the country of fragrances, Paris. They say like this. Yes. And then they say for Spanish, from the country of ancient culture, Spain. Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Got it or not?
Yes.
Yes. And what I told you? Yes. The one guy, he is Safi, he is your Aziz. Yes. So he says, from never overtaken land of Afghanistan. In Urdu he says, I'm translating. Yes. From never overtaken land of Afghanistan. So anyhow, I was referring to Spain, that is a cultural land. وَلِكُلِّ دَرَجَاتٌ مِّمَّا عَمِلُوا. For all of them, there will be degrees according to what they used to do. وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا يَعْمَلُونَ. So now, this is a source of Islamic economics as well. I have mentioned that in my book, which the brother is working on. Yes. So, and yes, he said that I am very close to complete it. I said, next Janam or what, life after death? He said, no, inshallah. So anyhow, your $100, I have put it in envelope and have written your name there. That this is Brother Hassan, $100 for Siratul Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Got it? So anyhow, I said it. So you like that book? You didn't?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Islamic economics, our economical system, its characteristics are, number one, al-musawat, or equality in basic needs. Equality in basic needs and necessity. Number two, ad-darajat al-iqtisadiyya. In basic needs, all humans, they are equal. I have written there one or two ayat. For example, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِي خَلَقَ لَكُمْ مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. Allah has created all things in this world for all humans. So all things for all humans. They have to share it. They have to share it. So it means no one may be deprived of his basic needs and necessity. The states are responsible to provide such an economical system that everybody can earn his livelihood there in very easily. He can make his life very easily. Those who cannot earn because of reasons, so then the state is responsible to provide them the welfare, the basic needs, the Umar laws. That is number one. And number two, as you know that human by nature, Allah has put therein a few things. As you know, desires are there. Yes or not?
Yes.
If desire would not have been there, you were unable to move even. This is desire who pushes you. Otherwise, who will wake up early in the morning and run for his job? What is pushing you to wake up early in the morning? Desire. So that is the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam does not say kill your desires. Yes, polish your desires. Channelize your desire. Yes, put your desires inside the boundaries. Yes, and then channelize it and then start the flow. Then start the flow. Don't make it a flood. Otherwise it will flood you. Yes, it will flood you and then it will flush you. Yes. Got it or not? Najam, you understand what I mean?
Yes.
And what I mean trying to explain. Yeah. So, not to kill your desire, because desire, Allah has given us the desires. That makes life. That makes life. And as you know, that Allah has given us anger. He has put anger in the mind of each and every person. Level is different. Level is different. If anger is not there, you will never become nor angry for your life, nor for your wealth, nor for your dignity, nor for your family, nor for anything else, not for your faith and belief even. Got it?
Yes.
Those who are fighting for what? Yes. Because of anger. Because of what?
Anger.
Because of anger. Now that is another thing, that how you will punish your anger, how you will channelize it. How you will punish your anger and how you will channelize it. If anger is not there, somebody will attack your life and you don't have anger. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yeah. Somebody will attack your property, you worked hard. Yes? And he will try to snatch it and you are not becoming angry. When anger is not there, you will never defend. Defense is coming where from?
Anger.
From anger. Somebody will attack your faith and belief, nothing will happen to you. Yes? Got it?
Yes.
Somebody will attack your honor and dignity, nothing will happen to you. Because you are not becoming angry. So anger is a good quality. Anger is what? Is a good quality, and Allah has put desires and anger both in human in general. No, not in human, in animals in general. And what?
Animals.
Animals. Animals have desires or not?
Yes.
Yeah, and they have anger or not?
Yes.
Yes. Got it?
Yes.
One philosopher, once he was saying to his rulers, or to the rulers, to the group of rulers, because they were saying things against their enemies and like the fighting things and things like that. Yes, so they asked him to give them a lecture. Look at me, Najam. Yes, be here. Yes, never get involved or don't get involved in Bitcoin. Still he was thinking that how much it will give me. Yes, when you are in this, so just concentrate and focus only on this. Got it? So anyhow, so they invited that great scholar, philosopher. Yes, that. So he said that, look, war, combat, battle, that is never appreciated. That is never welcomed. He said, nature is such a beautiful thing. We should not try to destroy or to distort it. To destroy? Otherwise it will destroy us. Otherwise it will destroy us, because that is in one way or the other, that is one stable thing that you cannot avoid it. Can you avoid the nature?
No.
Nature you cannot avoid it. You have to make your way flowing with the nature. Flowing with the nature. And that's what I told you, that make your life the situation you are living here in. The environment you are living here in. Because can you avoid what you are living there in? So can you change the whole community and society to your own wish and desire?
No.
Nobody can do that. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to find your way of life in the environment you are living here in. Got it?
Yes.
So he addressed them in a good way. He told them that if you are talking about the fight, war and combat, so he said, then don't fight like cats. Fight like dogs. They say we couldn't take it. He said the two cats, they come across each other. So the only thing, yes, they show their teeth to each other. Yes, and they do some ghurrahat. Yes, but they never attack each other. Yes. Yes, and then one run this way and the other will run this way. Yes, and he said the dogs, when they come across and they are angry towards each other, they do not leave each other until both of them became totally bleeding. Yes, when with bleeding, yes, they are unable to move, then they stop. So he said, you are ready to get bleeding and you are ready to make them bleeding? They said, no. He said, yeah, so stop this cake business. He said, stop. So they say that how should we handle our enemies? He said, for everything there is a solution through dialogue. For everything there is what?
Solution.
A solution. He said that in human history you cannot find that the war has even decided or judged a matter. War is only to bring your opponent to listen to you. What's your grievances? Yeah. That was good or bad?
Yes.
Professor, what do you think about this class? Professor?
Yes.
No, how do you feel that he was it?
The approach is sound in terms of explaining human behavior, how they should behave.
So it means channelize.
Yes.
Everything should be
Channel.
channelize. And that's why I told you that Plato said that what should be done? Gym. Number 2, philosophy. Number 3, maths. Number 4,
Sport.
sports. Well, gym is sport. Yeah. Yeah, that's it also, but anyhow, that's a separate subject. Yes. So number 1, music. To organize
The sound.
the sounds. Number 2, philosophy. To organize
The thinking.
the thoughts, the thinking. Number 3, maths. To organize
The numbers.
the numbers. Number 4, gym.
There's the action.
The actions. Got it? To organize the actions. Yes. Yesterday I was reading an article by a very great philosopher. So he was talking about human health. Human health. Yes, and this is good for major. And for me as well, for all of you. Yes. Here is pain, there is pain, stomach is not good, brain is but my ears are getting close, and this thing happened, and this thing happened. So he was answering for each one of legs. Yes. So then he said, my stomach is not working good. He said, legs. Yes. So then he said, my memory is not good. He said, legs. He said, perspiration is not good. He said, legs. He said, heart is not working properly. He said, legs. He said, what do you mean by legs? He said that all the upper portion diseases, it has a proper natural healing. You will be taking medicine, but proper natural healing, use your legs and walk as much as you can. Yeah, the more you will walk, yeah, so much healing will happen to you. And that's what I will tell Mr. Ahmad as well. Which he does not.
Today I walked 2 miles.
2 miles is too much. At least you should walk every day 6 miles. وَلِكُلٍّ دَرَجَاتٌ مِّمَّا عَمِلُوا وَلِكُلٍّ دَرَجَاتٌ مِّمَّا عَمِلُوا. So number 1, equality in basic needs and necessities. And number 2, الدرجات الاقتصادية, financial or economical degrees. So that is based upon the labor or the work, mental labor or physical labor. So somebody will be working a lot, or he is too much talented, he will be earning more. Got it? So it does not mean that Islam does not allow degrees. Yes? How the people will use one another then. Got it?
Yes.
And number 3, no deceptions in business and transactions, and no hoarding of basic needs, and non-accumulating of money. That is the 3rd thing which is known in Islam, Islamic economics. And number 4, No room for intasar usually. تحريم الربا بجميع أنواعه. Because that is a big type, not a type of, a big type of exploitation. It's a big type of what? Exploitation. Is it, Professor? Got it?
Yes.
وَرَبُّكَ الْغَنِيُّ ذُو الرَّحْمَةِ, your Lord is free of all wants. ذُو الرَّحْمَةِ is full of mercy. يَشَاءُ يُذْهِبْكُمْ, if he wills, he can destroy you or take you away. وَيَسْتَخْلِفْ مِنْ بَعْدِكُمْ مَا يَشَاءُ, and in your place he will make whom he wills as your successors. كَمَا أَنْشَأَكُمْ مِنْ ذُرِّيَّةِ قَوْمٍ آخَرِينَ, as he raised you from the seed of other people. So he will take you away from your seed, he will bring a new nation. From your seed, he will bring a new nation. إِنَّمَا تُوعَدُونَ لَآتٍ, surely that which you are promised will verily come to pass. وَمَا أَنْتُمْ بِمُعْجِزِينَ, and you cannot escape from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyone can escape from Allah? No. قُلْ say, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya qawmi, O my people, i'malu ala makanatikum, work according to your own way. Practice according to your own way. Inni abilun, I am practicing according to my own way, means mind your own business and leave me with my own business. Yes, and such like words is coming out when the opponent or the opposite guy, he is not listening to you. Yeah, so just leave me alone with my own business, mind your own. That how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the Prophet that you did a lot. But these are crazy people. So just tell them, leave me with my own business and mind your own. Got it?
Yes.
But along with that, give them a warning. قُلْ say, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya qawmi, i'malu ala makanatikum. Ya subhanallah. Surah An'am and its power. Yes. From the very beginning up to the very end. Ya subhanallah. Yes. Like a bow and arrow in hand. قُلْ يَا قَوْمِ اعْمَلُوا عَلَى مَكَانَتِكُمْ, O my people, اعْمَلُوا عَلَى مَكَانَتِكُمْ عَلَى طَرِيقَتِكُمْ, practice according to your own way, mind your own business. إِنِّي عَامِلٌ, I am practicing my own, فَسَوْفَ تَعْلَمُونَ, but soon you will come to know مَنْ تَكُونُ لَهُ عَاقِبَةُ الدَّارِ, for which of us will be the happy ending the hereafter. Soon you will come to know that who will be having the happy end of his doing. إِنَّهُ لَا يُفْلِحُ الظَّالِمُونَ, certainly the wrongdoers will not be successful. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ مِمَّا ذَرَأَ مِنَ الْحَرْثِ وَالْأَنْعَامِ نَصِيبًا. Now, regarding cattle and regarding their outcome of their crops or whatever their earning was, they used to put a portion in the name of Allah and another portion in the name of their own deities and their own lords. Allah said, what a crazy concept that is. Either be this way or that way. Wajalu, it doesn't mean that this way is also okay. This way is wrong, but be on the wrong side. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ مِمَّا ذَرَأَ مِنَ الْحَرْثِ, and they assign to Allah a share of the tilth. وَالْأَنْعَامِ, and cattle, نَصِيبًا, a share of them. فَقَالُوا, they say, هَذَا لِلَّهِ, this is for Allah. بِزَعْمِهِمْ, according to their own pretending. That's their pretending. Otherwise, a mushrik, whatever he is doing in the name of Allah, it does not go through. It is not, because he got disconnected from what? Yes, what company you have? The telephone company?
T-Mobile.
Yeah, T-Mobile. So they are already disconnected. Even though they are dialing, but that is not getting through or going through. Yes, so they got disconnected from Allah. Got it?
Yes.
وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ مِمَّا ذَرَأَ. Sometime back, you had that T-Mobile connection. Yes, got disconnected. Now you will be dialing.
Yes.
It goes through?
No.
Why?
Disconnected.
Disconnected. So Allah said the mushrik, the moment he started shirk, yes. Yes. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ مِمَّا زَرَعَ مِنَ الْحَرْثِ وَالْأَنْعَامِ نَصِيبًا, and they assigned to Allah a share of the tilth and cattle. فَقَالُوا هَذَا لِلَّهِ, and they say this share is for Allah بِزَعْمِهِمْ, according to their own pretending. وَهَذَا لِشُرَكَائِنَا, and this portion is for our partners, our gods. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that what they have appointed for their gods, it does not go to Allah anyway. And what they have appointed for Allah, it does not go to Him as well, because they are disconnected. Got it? They have two connections. Yeah. The first one does not go through towards Allah, and the other one does not go through even. فَمَا كَانَ لِشُرَكَائِهِمْ فَلَا يَصِلُ إِلَى اللَّهِ فَمَا كَانَ لِشُرَكَائِهِمْ, so the share which is for their own deities, فَلَا يَصِلُ إِلَى اللَّهِ, does not reaches Allah. وَمَا كَانَ لِلَّهِ, and what they have pretended for Allah, فَهُوَ يَصِلُ إِلَى شُرَكَائِهِمْ, that goes towards their shirk. So for that portion they would be punished as well. It doesn't mean that what they did for their own gods, for that they would be punished, that is shirk. And what they did for Allah, so they will be having a picnic in Jannah for some days. That's because they did something for Allah. Allah said they'd go to their debit as well. They'd go to their debit as well. Nothing is going to credit. What beautifully Allah made. Yes. So what you people think about Surah Al-An'am?
Very strong.
And that's why Sayyidah Asma bint Yazid says that when Rasulullah was receiving this surah, even the she camel he was sitting upon it was going to ground and coming up. Because Prophet ﷺ, he was feeling the weight of this surah. He was feeling the weight of this surah, and through him, yes, the she camel was feeling that as well. وَمَا كَانَ لِلَّهِ فَهُوَ يَصِلُ إِلَى شُرَكَائِهِمْ, and whatsoever is for Allah according to their pretension, فَهُوَ يَصِلُ إِلَى شُرَكَائِهِمْ, that go to their gods as well, means that is counted in their bed as well. سَاءَ مَا يَحْكُمُونَ, evil is the way they are judging. وَكَذَلِكَ زَيَّنَا, so it means that this practice of them has been made fair seeming to them. This practice of them is made fair seeming to them. Allah says in the same way, their burials of their daughters alive has been made fair seeming to them. وَكَذَلِكَ زَيَّنَ لِكَثِيرٍ مِّنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ, in the same way to many mushrikeen, زَيَّنَ قَتْلَ أَوْلَادِهِمْ شُرَكَاؤُهُمْ, their gods or their belief in their gods. They have made for them قَتْلَ أَوْلَادِهِمْ, the killing of their own offspring. They made it for them fair seeming. They made it for them fair seeming. Because when you have a culture, yes, even though if that is bad totally, but still in the area concerned that is looking fair seeming. That is looking fair seeming. وَكَذَلِكَ زَيَّنَا لِكَثِيرٍ مِّنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ قَتْلَ أَوْلَادِهِمْ, in the same way Shuraka, whom their gods have made to mushrikeen, قَتْلَ أَوْلَادِهِمْ, the killing of their awlad, Zayyana, looking fair seeming, لِيُرْدُوا, in order to lead them to their own destruction, وَلِيَلْبِسُوا عَلَيْهِمْ دِينَهُمْ, and cause confusion in their religion, وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ, and if Allah will by force not to do that, مَا فَعَلُوا, they would never have done it. But deen is a case of free will. وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ مَا فَعَلُوا, if Allah would have willed by force not to do that, مَا فَعَلُوا, they will never have done it. فَذَرْهُمْ وَمَا كَانُوا يَفْتَرُونَ, so leave them alone with their fabrications. وَقَالُوا, and they say, هَذِهِ أَنْعَامٌ وَحَرْثٌ حِجْرٌ, as I told you that sometime they they made a waqf in the name of their deities, in the name of their gods, that this cattle of ours is free in the name of our God so and so. So no right, no milking, nothing like that. And that cattle is free to go anywhere in the area and to eat therefrom. Got it? وَقَالُوا هَذِهِ أَنْعَامٌ وَحَرْثٌ حِجْرٌ. And according to their pretending, they say that such and such cattle and crops are forbidden. لَا يَطْعَمُهَا إِلَّا مَنْ نَشَاءُ. And no one can eat of them except those whom we allow. وَأَنْعَامٌ حُرِّمَتْ بِزَعْمِهِمْ, according to their own pretending. وَأَنْعَامٌ, and these are cattle حُرِّمَتْ ظُهُورُهَا, which ride is forbidden in the name of God. In the name of gods. وَأَنْعَامٌ حُرِّمَتْ ظُهُورُهَا وَأَنْعَامٌ, and these are cattle لَا يَذْكُرُونَ اسْمَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْهَا, they do not mention the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If there are and they fabricating and lying against Allah, that all these have come to us from Allah through Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Because they used to claim we are the followers of Ibrahim. سَيَجْزِيهِمْ بِمَا كَانُوا يَفْتَرُونَ. So he will recompense them for what they used to fabricate. وَقَالُوا, and they say, مَا فِي بُطُونِ هَذِهِ الْأَنْعَامِ, what is in the bellies of such and such cattle? Milk or fetus? Milk or fetus. What is in the belly? Yes. Milk. And number two? Fetus. Fetus. وَقَالُوا, and they say, مَا فِي بُطُونِ هَذِهِ. Yeah, they used to drink and not giving a single sip to the female. Got it? وَقَالُوا مَا فِي بُطُونِ هَذِهِ الْأَنْعَامِ خَالِصَةٌ لِذُكُورِنَا وَمُحَرَّمٌ عَلَىٰ أَزْوَاجِنَا, but that is forbidden to our females. وَإِن يَكُنْ مَيْتَةً, and if the fetus got delivered dead, if the fetus got delivered dead, وَإِن يَكُنْ مَيْتًا فَهُمْ فِيهِ شُرَكَاءٌ, then they were partners in that, both of them they were eating it. If that is born dead, so honey, let's eat it. Yes, but if born alive and got big, so no, it's only for men. That's what God said. Got it? وَإِن يَكُنْ مَيْتَةً, and if that is got delivered dead, فَهُمْ فِيهِ شُرَكَاءٌ, then they were partners in that. سَيَجْزِيهِمْ وَصْفًا, so he will, سَيَجْزِيهِمْ وَصْفًا, he will punish them for their attribution. إِنَّهُ حَكِيمٌ عَلِيمٌ, verily Allah is all wise and all knower. قَدْ خَسِرَ الَّذِينَ قَتَلُوا أَوْلَادَهُمْ. So now this ayah is connected to ayah number 137, where Allah says that in the same way their shuraka made the killing of their own daughters or the burying of their own daughters alive, their gods made it fair seeming to them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that's a big loss. قَدْ خَسِرَ الَّذِينَ, indeed the loss for those قَتَلُوا أَوْلَادَهُمْ, who have killed their children safahan, foolishly. Safahan means foolishly. بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ, without any proof for that where from it came to bury our daughters alive. What's the base and the foundation? قَدْ خَسِرَ الَّذِينَ قَتَلُوا أَوْلَادَهُمْ صَفَحًا بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ وَحَرَّمُوا مَا رَزَقَهُمُ اللَّهُ, and as they were putting a portion of their crops or tilth and a portion of their cattle in the names of their gods, and they were saying that this is forbidden for all of us, neither we can use it for right nor we can take it milks. Got it? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allah did them. If there are an lie, fabricating or inventing a lie against Allah, قَدْ ظَلُّوا, indeed they have gone astray, وَمَا كَانُوا مُهْتَدِينَ, and they were not guided. وَهُوَ الَّذِي, Allah is that one, أَنْشَأَ جَنَّاتٍ مَعْرُوشَاتٍ, who produce gardens trellised. Yes, they are making what you can call it, a support for that, like the grapes. Like what? Like the grape. Because grape does not have its own, there are some grapes, but the plant is too much small, and that is called what? That grape? No. Living in America, you don't know the famous type of. Actually, I am from that city, basically in America, so that's why I know that. When you will go to north, yes, and you will be passing by a town known by the name of Lodi. So there is a signboard, welcome to the city of Zenfadel. Yes, the best wine all over the world is coming from what? Say, Zenfadel. Yes. Their grape is called what?
Zenfadel.
Zenfadel. That's very small. Got it? So the plant is also small. It has its leg. They cut it and prune it, so it's standing. But mostly the grapes are not standing on its own legs. It needs support. Got it? So that's called Jannati Marusha. Arsh is actually the roof. So you are roofing it. You are roofing it. Roofing it, no, you are basing a roof on it. Not roofing it from top, from the bottom. وَهُوَ الَّذِي, and Allah is that one, Ansha Jannatin Marushatin, who produced gardens trellised, وَغَيْرَ Marushatin, and untrellised, like that of other fruit trees. وَالنَّخْلَ, and the date palms, وَالزَّرْعَ, and crops of different shapes, مُخْتَلِفًا أُكُلُوا, of different shapes and taste, وَالزَّيْتُونَ, and the olive, وَالرُّمَّالَ, and the pomegranate, مُتَشَابِهًا وَغَيْرَ مُتَشَابِهٍ, مُتَشَابِهًا وَرَقُهُمَا, وَغَيْرَ مُتَشَابِهٍ ثُمُرُهُمَا. Mutashabihan, if you will check the olive tree and the pomegranate, yes, its leaves have resemblance. Its leaves have resemblance, but the fruits are totally different. Even the nature is totally different. Even the nature of two fruits is totally different. Got it?
Yes.
وَالزَّيْتُونَ, and the olive, وَالرُّمَّانَ, and the pomegranate, mutashabihan, having resemblance in leaves, وَغَيْرَ mutashabih, but no resemblance in fruits. كُلُوا مِنْ ثَمَرِهِ, eat of their fruits, إِذَا أَثْمَرَ, when they ripen. وَآتُوا حَقَّهُ, and pay the due, يَوْمَ حَصَادِهِ, and fill its due thereof, for يَوْمَ حَصَادِهِ, at the time of its what? Harvesting. وَآتُوا حَقَّهُ يَوْمَ حَصَادِهِ, and pay the due thereof on the day of its harvesting. وَلَا تُسْرِفُوا, and do not commit shirk. وَلَا تُسْرِفُوا وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا, because the highest type of israf is ishraq billah. In the shirk, say, لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. Israf is wrongdoing. What is the utmost wrongdoing? What is the utmost?
Shirk.
Hurry up. So, when you are aware of that it is going off, so you should have kept it with you. I'm very angry man. If I become angry, everything is broken then. And I told you that anger is the quality of human.
Channelize it.
I channelize it, that's why Tarijan is said. وَآتُوا حَقَّهُ, and give its due, which is 1/10 of the rainy water land and 1/20 of the irrigated land. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, the madmoon and subject of hadith is ma saqathu as-sama fa fihi al-ushr wa ma suqiya bi gharbin aw daliyatin fa fihi nisf al-ushr. Ma saqathu as-sama fa fiha al-ushr wa ma suqiya bi gharbin aw daliyatin fa fiha nisf al-ushr. Whatsoever is watered by rainwater only, so in that there is 1/10 of the output. And if that is with the irrigation system, whatever the irrigation system is, tube well, duct well, water channel, yes, sprinkler or whatever. Got it? فَفِيهَا نِصْفُ الْعُشْرِ. So there is 5%. What?
5%.
5%. In the first one, 10%. In the second one,
5.
5%. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَوْمَ حَسَادِهِ. When you will calculate how much is due, the day it is ripened. After that, whatever the labor is, that is not counted. After that, whatever the labor is, that is not counted. Because that is after Yawmul Hasad. That is what? After Yawmul Hasad. So after Yawmul Hasad, the labor is not counted. Because you were bound to give it in its original shape to those who are eligible and deserving for it. For example, you cut it the meat. Yeah? So don't thresh it. Before thresh, yes, you are making the bunch. What?
The bunch.
So every 10th bunch, give it to the poor.
So,
Every 20th bunch, give it to the poor. If you are not giving and you are going to thresh it, so you are getting some benefit as well. So what is that benefit? Yeah.
The hay.
Huh? The hay. Yes, because you are getting the hay for no payment. Yes, because that is not az-zar'ul maqsudi. When that is not az-zar'ul maqsudi, according to Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh, there is no due on hay. That hay, which has become as a supplementary. If hay is meant there, then due is there. Because they are a type of food of, the food of the cattle, yeah, which is called hay. What? Which is called hay. The grain is not meant there. You saw it as what?
Hay.
As a hay. Got it? So then, in that is nabat of earth. So in nabatul earth, there is 1/10 or 1/20 as the case may be. Got it? Because that is meant. المقصود الأصلي. لكن ولكن إذا ما كان المقصود طبيعيا فلا عشر فيه ولا نصف العشر. So indeed, there is no due on hay. Yes? In corn, there is no due on hay. Got it?
Yes.
On its plant.
Yes.
Yes? You have to give it from the corn. From the kernels. From what? Yes. Kernel is a big shot in army. But here that is it's not grain. Got it or not it? Got it?
Got it.
Or not it?
Got it.
Yes, that is. Now, Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he has mentioned that there is a farm where you are sowing things. Whatever the output is, on the day of harvesting, 1/10 is due or 1/20th. But there are the boundaries. They are made of dirt. The boundaries of that farm. If you have sowed something on that boundary like trees, yes, back in our area, we are sowing what?
Trees.
The trees. So is there any dues on trees as well? So Imam says, Rahmatullahi alayh, no, there is no dues on. Because that is not meant itself. That's actually protection of farm. That's what?
Protection.
The protection of that is a shield from the animals not to get into your crops. Got it?
Yeah.
And that was the case of Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh, that he was using his sense a lot. Yeah? He said that sense is being given by Allah to him. He said that, look, most of Sharia is based upon deduction. Is based upon what? Deduction. You can say that more than 50% that came out of deduction. Why? Because Allah has given us the aql. I have written in one of my book, yeah, the same one on economy. I have written there that there are basic principles in Sharia. Something which is not discussed in Sharia, rules are given there. Rules are given there. Now that is the case of the jurist to deduce there from what is allowed and what is not. What about Bitcoin? Yeah, because Bitcoin is not discussed there neither in Quran nor in Sunnah. Yes, so as I told you last night, Sheikh Muhammad was late last night, but I discussed that regarding Bitcoin. First of all, we have to go back to business and transaction. Business and transaction. Sale and purchase. So either the sale will be a barter sale, selling goods for goods. Selling what?
Goods for goods.
Goods for goods. It was taking place long, long ago. Yes. Later on, the sale of goods were for silver or gold. For what? For silver or gold. After that, when the proper political system came, so they made coins of gold and silver. The first one was called dinar, the second one was called dirham. Yes? So that was actually a medium of exchange. That was what?
Medium and
A medium of exchange. Later on they said that that is not safe. Gold and silver? That's not. Also it has weight. Also it has weight. So then they put at that time different type of coins of different metals. It was of copper and it was of aluminium, and yes, small coins were that of aluminium and a big coin was that of copper. Yes. Then they came to paper. Then they came to what?
Paper.
To paper. So now all over the world there is a case of paper. So whatever the bill or the note, in certain area like America we call it bill, but in Pakistan we call it note. We call it what? Note. For example, 100 rupees, so we don't say 100 rupees bill, we say 100 rupees note. Or 500 rupees note, or 1000 rupees note. But anyhow, bill and note, yes, both the same thing. But whatever the currency of a country is, actually, it represents the gold, as I mentioned last night. It represents what? The gold. Got it? Doesn't matter that the country has that much gold in their reserve, that they do not have it. They have it, sometime back, yes, they were very much confined to that, how much you have. So to that extent you go to print your. Got it? And now why the inflation is taking place? Because they are printing, the printing press is there. You have gold? Yes, so we have 1 kilogram. But how much bills are there in circulation? Oh, billions and billions. So that's why the inflation is taking place. Professor, is it right?
Yes.
Professor,
Yes.
is it right or not?
Yes, correct. It's fiat money now.
Huh?
Fiat.
What?
Fiat. F-I-A-T.
Yes, fiat. Yes. So, anyhow, yes, pretending or whatever, but it represents what? The gold. Now, exchange of bills for bills, that is exchange of gold for gold. When that is exchange of gold for gold, so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Az-zahabu biz-zahabi, mislan bi-mislin, yadan bi-yadin, wa fi riwayatin ha'a wa ha'a." He said, "Az-zahabu biz-zahabi, ha'a wa ha'a." Take it, give it. Take it, give it. Yes. So there is no extra. That is riba. There is no delay payment from one side. That time is also a riba. Got it? الذهب بالذهب يدا بيد مثلا بمثل والفضل ربا. The extra is the interest. So now selling of currency for currency, that is actually not allowed in Sharia. Got it? Whatever currency is, that is dollar here, what is in Africa and pounds, yes. So anyhow, and there are euro, and there is, as I mentioned last night, yours is taka. What is yours?
Ringgit.
Ringgit, yes. So there is ringgit, and what they call in Indonesia?
Rupiah.
Oh, they're rupiah. So we call rupiah, India call rupiah, Indonesia call rupiah. Yes, and in Afghanistan?
Rupee.
No? Afghani. Yeah. I don't know what is the proper name. Proper name is not Afghani. What is written there on the bill? No. Look, Pakistani is also written there on, but they came with Pakistani. Rupiah, there is name and there is attribution. Afghani is attribution. There will be a specific name for.
Is that the list of one or note?
The list of Afghani. So it means that Afghani is not attribution only. That is the denomination also. Yes, but in Pakistan denomination is what? Rupiah. But attribution is Pakistani. And that's how we differ. rupiah Pakistani, from rupiah Indian, and from rupiah Indonesian. So anyhow, all these currencies are representing gold. Selling gold for gold and for extra, that is riba and interest. You know what I'm saying? So now basically, the currency exchange should be forbidden or must be forbidden. It must be forbidden. But now we are in need of, we are going back home, we have dollars. We are in need of Pakistani rupees or Afghanis to use it there for our purchase. Got it?
Yeah.
When that is the case, so then the Sharia allowed that for the need of people. That you can. But if the bill is the same denomination, so then that is haram. Then that is haram. Then you cannot sell it. Selling dollar for dollar, yes, that is selling of currency for currency. So selling of the same currency for the same currency. So $100 is equal to $100. You are getting 110 after 1 year. Yes, so this 10 is for what? For time? Time is not a sellable commodity.
So,
Got it?
Yeah.
Say. Yes. So now, selling currency for currency, that's what I told you last night. If the business of Bitcoin that is taking place in different currency, you are buying in shape of dollar, selling in shape of euro. You are buying it in shape of euro and selling in shape of rupiahs, then it could be allowed. But if that is dollar for dollar, so the same doubt is there. Got it? Now you have to find out. Because for a mufti, he can give you only the basic idea. Yes, application in detail, that is your case. Yes, but actually Najam wants to make money. But he says that this mental trouble, you should get it and you should find out. I say, okay, I can take that mental trouble only to that extent. After that, you have to use your mind then. You will, or you can ask the support of or help of Naseem, because he has passions. Yes. He says that the people start talking of such like this, which consume a lot of time. I say, leave it. I don't want it.
No, if it consists of spending, Sheikh.
Yeah. So this stock business or Bitcoin business, all these things, yes, it needs patience. Yes. If somebody is not patient, he should not get involved therein. Yes. It's just a steady job and that's okay for him. What do you think? So what do you think about your old time friend? He said, I cannot hold myself for that long process. He said, here you did something, here you got it. Yes, just done.
It involves spending, Sheikh.
Huh?
It's because it involves spending.
Okay, so now for a farm which is mostly watered by rainfall. By what?
rainfall.
Not rainwater, all water comes from rain. Yes, from rainfall. So then 1/10 of the, if mostly irrigated, yes, with a great labor of watering, well, dug well, tube well, this well, that well, water channels, sprinklers, and all these type of things, that's an extra labor. Got it? So now Sharia has not given us this formula that you have to, yes, tax deduction, take off that much expenses and later on you have to pay. No! Sharia took it from 10% to 5%. Not to 20%, to 5%. Yes, have patience. Neighborhood.
So what if it's half and half?
Yeah.
So then he has to think about that how much water we got from rain and how much we got from. Got it? But mostly that is watered by what? By rain. So if once or twice in the whole 3 or 4 months he watered with well or whatever, then he had to pay for rain. Got it? If mostly he watered with the well water or with the channel water, and sometimes yes, rain fell and things like that, so then he has to pay for
Five.
that.
Masha.
Got it?
Jazakallah.
So again, وهو الذي أنشأ جنات معروشات وغير معروشات. So here there are a few issues. Number one, that Jumhur, along with Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, rahimahumullah, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Ahmad bin Hanbal, Imam Muhammad, Qazi Abu Yusuf, all of them, they are of the view. They are of the view that as zakat has a specific limit. If somebody, he owns less than 200 dirham in the end of year in his saving, so he is not bound to pay zakat. Less than 200 dirham. So he is not bound because he is not Saheb in Nisab. He is not Saheb in Nisab. So they say in the outcome of the agricultural land also there is a limit. And they refer to a hadith. لَيْسَ فِي مَدُونَ خَمْسَةِ أَوْسُقٍ صَدَقَةٍ. That in less than 5 wasaq. Wasaq is a specific measurement in Sharia. Sometime later I will tell you that what is the specific measurement. But a specific measurement, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that in less than 5 wasaq, and wasaq is used for grain. Wasaq is used for grain. So in less than 5 wasaq, there is no ushr, because that's not called zakat. The outcome of the agricultural land is not called zakat, it's called what? Ushr. Ushr means 1/10. That's the original, yes. This 5% that came later on because of irrigation. Otherwise, the basic concept is what? That of ushr. So that's why figuratively both is called ushr. Ushr and nisful ushr. The word ushr is common, yes, between both of them. Got it? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, in less than 5 wasaq, there is no sadaqah. There is no sadaqah. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that this hadith is not related to agriculture crops. That is related to ushr tujjar. Ushr of what? Tujjar. When the tujjar are bringing things to Islamic country, or they are taking outside the country, they are taking outside the country, which is called import. So if somebody is bringing a bag of 5 wasaq grain, so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says there is no import tax on that. That's for his personal need. Yes, the basic concept is given for export and import by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes. Now that depends on the circumstances, that what are the basic needs and to what extent the government will exempt it. The government will. Now, if you are taking one computer with you, so Pakistan or Afghanistan is not charging any tax on that computer. I'm not talking about Afghanistan, about Pakistan. Because they are making electronics, so they say that if you are bringing, so it will crush our factory. Yes, Professor? It will crush our industries. Yes. So if you are taking only one, it's a for personal use. If they are putting the tax and you will be taking that computer, you are going every year to Pakistan and you will be paying tax on that. So it means that you are paying more than its price in 2-3 years. Yeah. So for everything, yes, every country, they do like this. They do, and that is based upon where from you are bringing it. They consider all these things. And what is the business relation of these two countries with each other? What is the business relation of these two countries to each other? All these things have been taken into consideration. But Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned this one hadith, لَيْسَ فِي مَدُونَ خَمْسَةِ أَوْسُقٍ صَدَقَةٍ. So he gave us the basic principle. Now aql is there. That is for mujtahideen to deduce. To deduce. Mujtahid is keeping in view the Quran and Sunnah, the basic principles of Sharia, the circumstances they are living therein, the relations of the country, the government system and all these things, and then they give the advice to the government that now you have to do like this. Muhammad, is it so or not? Yes. That is. So Imam Rahmatullah said that ushr which is mentioned in hadith, that is not ushr zira'a, that is ushr tijara. because they call it Ushul Tijara. Got it? And as far as the Zara or the agriculture is concerned, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Holy Quran, وَمِمَّا أَخْرَجْنَا لَكُم مِّنَ الْأَرْضِ, and كَلِمَةُ مَا مَوْصُولِ عَامٌ وَمِمَّا أَخْرَجْنَا, and whatever we have brought out for you from the agricultural land. So whatever, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not exempted any limit. Yes, so number one, the hadith is not related to the issue. Number two, yes, the ayah says, مِمَّا أَخْرَجْنَا, which is umum. So you cannot make a aam hukum of ayah khas with a khabar wahid. Yes, this is the case of usul al-fiqh or jurisprudence. This is the case of what? Jurisprudence. Got it. And the way Abu Hanifa knows jurisprudence, nobody knows it that much well. All of them, they try to live and Allah bless them. Allah bless all of them. Yes. As we are working hard day and night for dollars, they were working hard day and night for deen. D stand for dollar and D stand for deen. Yes, he is stuck there in Bitcoin. He is not going out of dollar, dinar, dirham, 3D.
3D.
He has got stuck in 3D and B program. 3DB. Damat barakatuh. Yes, your DB stand for Damat barakatuh. So anyhow, look, Fazl is here. Fazl, you are okay? Okay, so you got stuck in dollars?
Cookies.
Whenever I pose that question to anybody, so for some time he becomes confused. What should I say? That I was in water, I was not. If he says I was in water, you got stuck. Yes, bring it out.
Show it.
Show it.
Yeah.
Show it.
Yes, and if he says no, so one, he has a reservation, that is a lie. He has a reservation,
It's a lie.
that is a lie. And number two, another reservation, if you were not stuck in that, so where you were then? And that's what Daujam was saying today. That I told the brother, what is going on? Yes.
MashaAllah.
It is hotter, I am hotter, my jacket is hot. I was looking for sweating,
Yes, MashaAllah.
but I got it, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So got it? وَآتُوا حَقَّهُ يَوْمَ حَصَادِهِ. Also, these 5 imams are jumhur, they are of the view that in vegetables there is no ushr. They are referring to a hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, لَيْسَ فِي الْخَضْرَوَاتِ الصَّدَقَةِ. Al-khadrawat is vegetables. لَيْسَ فِي say, khadrawat is sadaqah. In vegetables there is no sadaqah. So they say if that is grain or something like that, so there is ushr. If that is vegetable, so there is, so in California there is no ushr. Yes, even though hundreds of acres of there is vegetation, we mean vegetables. Yeah, so there is no sadaqah. So Imam said, rahmatullahi alayhi, actually the people of Medina use to sow for their own use some vegetable inside their houses. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 plants. Yeah, to having tomato therefrom and some pepper therefrom. Yeah, Prophet ﷺ was asked about that. He said, that's not for what is sadaqah. And said, like vegetable, there is no sadaqah.
MashaAllah. SubhanAllah. Allahu Akbar.
Baba is Baba. Huh? وَهُوَ الَّذِي أَنْشَأَ جَنَّاتٍ مَعْرُوشَاتٍ. Sheikh Muhammad, I was telling them that they have preserved the brain of Einstein. Yes? If we were there and we would have that type of technology, we would have preserved the brain of Imam Abu Hanifa. Yes, that's what type of brain he got at that time. Professor, what do you think? Say something about Baba.
See, I think we're overlooking something here because it was needed for that particular time. But now we in a different time. So the thinking that is required now is different from the thinking that was required.
So at that time requirement was too much. So that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created Abu Hanifa and people like him. وهو الذي أنشأ جنات معروشات وغير معروشات. Allah is that one. أنشأ جنات معروشات, who produced gardens trellised, وغير معروشات and untrellised, والنخلة and the date palm, والزرع and the vegetations or the crops. مختلفا أكله, its taste or fruit is different. والزيتون, and he created the olive. والرمان and the pomegranate. So now, look here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned before gardens in general, 2 times. Then he mentioned the date. Then he mentioned the crops. But then specifically he mentioned olive and pomegranate. Otherwise it was enough to say Jannatin Marushat and Waghaira Marushat, that he has created 2 types of gardens. Trellised and untrellised. Yes, but he mentioned date. Why? Because that is not fruit. That is not fruit, that is food. Yes, that is not fruit, that is food. That is number 1. Number 2, then he mentioned the crops. But then specifically he mentioned the olive, because olive is not fruit. That is not fruit, nor vegetable. That's a different type of thing. In between them both. That's what? In between them both. Got it? And actually that is used for oil purpose. For what? For oil purpose. And rumman, pomegranate, that is not a food nor a fruit. That is a flower. That is what?
Flower.
That is a flower. Every fruit, when it comes, the flower falls down and then the fruit comes. Got it? But pomegranate, the power is becoming the fruit. It does not fall down. And that's why Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi says, وَمَنْ حَلَفَ لَا يَأْكُلُ فَاكِهَةً لَا يَحْنِسُ بِأَكْلِ النَّحْلِ وَالرُّمَّانِ. If somebody took an oath by Allah, I swear by Allah, I will never eat fruit. So if he is eating dates, or if he is eating pomegranate, so his half or his oath is not broken, because he has not eaten fruit. He has eaten food in shape of date and eaten flower in shape of pomegranate. So it means that at that time his observation was like this, that he was thinking of, yes, that what is this? Yes, at that time he was making research that nutrition facts. What? Because for a faqih, they must think about everything, because he is supposed to give fatwa about everything. And that's why Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi once it is said that he was thinking of different animals. And he was in need of finding out that when a baby dog becomes adult or baligh. So now he was asking a professor, Professor, I'm not professor of dogs, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, Sheikh Muhammad, you studied in Saudi Arabia a lot. Yes, the word of knowledge. So how it become? Oh brother, in Jamia to Makkah, Jamia to Riyadh, you were not studying that. When the dog is becoming adult. You know what I'm saying? That is not a case known to them or to them. Yes. So somebody told him that you should go because the Chudian. Yes. Chudian are actually, some of them they have accepted Islam, some of them they are old type of Christian, they are nomads type of people, yes, living for a while in this area in their tents, then they pack and they go somewhere else, and they are living with dogs, yeah, and sometimes some goats, and mostly they are the snake charmers and they are doing that. Snake charmer, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, so they are this type of people, but they have different species of dogs. They are very expert regarding dogs. So somebody told him that you should go to Mr. So and so in nomad camp, He knows a lot about dog. So he came to him and he asked him. He said that a male dog, when for pee-pee, it lays his leg and standing to a plant or to a stone or whatever, yes, and it does pee-pee on that. It may otherwise, he is on four and he is doing pee-pee. But when he becomes adult, so then he raises its leg and then he does pee-pee. Imam noted, rahimahullah. Once he was sitting with Sufyan Sawri, Ibn Uyayn, and these great people. And that charmer or dog keeper, he was with 3-4 dogs and holding their ropes and dirty dress and dirty face and dirty. Yes, because they are, I think that once in lifetime they take shower. But anyhow, yeah. So when Imam